Salem is a tiny village about 20 kilometers south of Grahamstown. Nestled among the rolling hills of the Eastern Cape, it was founded in 1820. Its name, which is of biblical origin, literally translates as peace. Misile Nonzube, like his father before him, was born in Salem. He now lives in Grahamstown because the land that he grew up on is not his to live on.
How can you call a place when you take over his ground, his land, and you call it Salem, peace? That means it's not a peace. There was war because we were robbed of our land. And then there are white people who are trying to say that piece of land belongs to them, and they are telling lies. We know about that.
In 1940, 6,500 hectares of land known as the Salem Commonage was divided up among the white farming families in the area. The land, which was previously available for common use, is now subject to one of the longest and largest land restitution court cases in South Africa's history. The group laying claim to the land, known as the Salem Community, are made up of over 1,000 local Xhosa-speaking people who are descendants of the original Xhosa residents. The Salem Cricket Ground is the oldest cricket ground in the country, and it stands as a monument for the British Empire that once ruled here. While both the Empire and Apartheid have long since left this land, many of the residents here still feel the long-lasting effects of the institutionalized racism that supported both systems. The cricket ground stands at the center of the land claim, an area that is made up of 38 farms and properties. Next door to it is the Salem Methodist Church, which contains a graveyard full of white settlers. The history of these families has been recorded in church records and official documents. The history of Nonzube's people, on the other hand, is an oral one.
A white man has got a gift of writing everything, but they can write something, false things. In our culture as blacks, the history is from the elder person going down till we all die.
Good Morning Grahamstown contacted more than 20 people to get a representative for the landowners to speak on camera, but they were either unavailable or declined to comment. Since the judgment, the landowners have lodged an appeal against the ruling with the Supreme Court of Appeals. Nonzube, however, is optimistic that the ruling will remain in his community's favor.
Because there is an appeal, again, we happen to be downhearted. But anyway, we are sure that at the end of the day, the land belongs to us.
It was here at the Grahamstown High Court where the landmark judgment was handed down on May 6th. Acting Judge Kasim Sadawala ruled that the Salem community's claim to the commonage was valid. While the feasibility of the land transfer has yet to be explored, and some Salem landowners want to refer the case to the Supreme Court of Appeals, this still marks a historic moment in the history of South African land reform. This is Stuart reporting for Good Morning Grahamstown.